Hello, this is the podcast. Shout out to Lil Ozzy on SoundCloud. We'll be talking about many different things on this podcast. Tune in for the best of the best.
What is up? It is Art.
Yo, it's K
Dot.
ARSTON Williams here. It's Carson.
We have a special guest in the studio.
Thank you.
Popping in
Sahis
the
Herrera,
Thank you.
widely known for surprisingly admitting himself into the Mr. PD contest.
Got that
And
right?
he is a
I don't know
current
who nominated him.
heavy favorite among the majority of the population.
Well, while we're talking about this, why don't we talk about Mr. PD?
Might as well.
And
All right, what are your
nominees.
thoughts on it? The nominees. Okay, so should we go one by one in the nominees and
Run 'em down.
All right, so what do you think about Honorary Solomon?
Expected.
Expected?
It was expected that he was in there.
I'd agree.
I
I'd
would
agree.
say.
No shocker there.
Yeah, no
what
shocker.
around what rankings and placing do you think he'll get?
Well, let's
in
talk
there?
about that. Let's talk about that after we
All right.
run him down.
Rafael Dionisio.
Wasn't too much of a surprise due to the fact that his whole squad was posting it everywhere.
Yeah,
sure.
and I
Votes,
did
you know?
see that everywhere.
Yeah,
on my
the
feed.
campaigning and stuff.
On
All right, that's
MySpace.
fair. How do you feel about Ivan Hara?
A little bit of a shocker, you know. I thought out of that whole group, someone else would have got in. Maybe Umair.
Mm-hmm.
Umair. He
Possibly.
would have been a good nominee.
Maybe Ishmael
Funny.
Haile.
No.
No. Yeah, no, I didn't think so either.
Okay, that's why you suggested him. All
Uh,
right, Ivan.
Thoughts on-
I'll admit he was a little bit of a shocker. I didn't know he was in it, to be honest, until like a week after the nominations came out.
how do you feel about Ryan Tesh? What do you think he's gonna go? I don't think that was a shocker at all, but
No, of course
being
not.
that he was on homecoming and winner formal
I mean,
court
honestly, I thought Jillian Weems was going to get in it somehow.
somehow,
Some way,
that could have happened.
Found a way to get into it.
I agree with that statement. Actually, to be honest, seems to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Who's next on the list?
Jacob Williams.
Jacob Williams.
Not a
Kinda went
shocker at all.
Completely
He's got the
expected.
energy. He's coming in with it quick. I think he has a real chance of winning.
I would say
think he
he's.
is going to win.
I don't
maybe.
think he is the fan favorite because I don't think there is a solidified fan favorite, but I think he is one of the top.
True.
But I think
favorites.
I think the fan favorite almost never wins. Besides Duke, of course, because Duke's winning March Madness. But we'll talk.
We'll
about
talk
that later.
about that later.
In a minute.
Um,
Yeah, see, there's different almost archetypes in this Mr. PD thing.
Yeah.
You have Jacob, which is like the standard Mr. PD.
What about Jacob McElroy? Or Jacob Williams?
Jacob Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like the standard Mr. PD. And then you have different archetypes. You have like the funny white guy, Carson Williams.
Oh.
yeah.
You have Jared, useless.
Okay.
Well, I can agree.
Who else? Sahis, myself. I would classify myself as
All around 99 overall superstar.
I
not
was gonna
not,
put
not
you
to
down there.
boast or nothing.
He's 33 overall.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay.
And multi-time.
Before I would like to take this time out to point out the fact that
We did sign a deal with YouTube and Jamba Juice.
not that, but Max Ralph actually
Max Ralph.
He actually-
was admitted into the contest,
but due to
but
what?
Due to lack of confidence.
lack of confidence,
instability
lack
in
of
his
knowledge,
life and everything.
lack
probably.
of pure willpower.
And puberty.
See,
and
how do you guys
puberty.
feel about him dropping? The reason why, let's give the viewers a little backstory. So he was entered into this contest and was always complaining.
Going to be an underdog possibly. Could
But-
have won it.
I could see that he actually wanted to be in it. He was just a little nervous. And once we got to start dancing, he completely quit because there was 3 girls in the room.
And we know where
Courtney,
he stands on that.
Michelle,
Alexa.
Anna,
Alexa.
and Alexa.
So there's 4.
4.
Same thing.
So how do you guys feel about him dropping?
I feel like
being-
that's
I think that's a
a real coward move of Max. I think that is very spineless of him. I think it's very atrocious and just pure just letting everybody down. I think Max was one of the people that people wanted to watch.
Yep.
his self-confidence has the stability of a cow tongue, and it's actually kind of ridiculous to me. Concrete looking.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, Max definitely a disappointment.
Definitely tape chin.
Tape chin. Okay.
Anyway, so
Okay.
now to March Madness.
Are we done talking about
Mr. PD?
Mr. PD?
I don't
I don't know how
see.
he skipped so quick.
I mean, we're at 4
All right, let's
minutes
talk about
and
rankings.
53
Let's talk about
seconds
rankings
so far.
really quick. Let's do a brief rundown.
Let's do the rankings.
What are your predictions, Carson?
For me, I got in first place. I honestly, well, let me ask you a question first, Sahis. What do you think your talent is going to be, or is that?
And I'm going to
leave
flip
it to
that,
surprise?
and I'm going to ask Arthur. D-Ro, do you think I should expose my talent on the podcast yet?
Sneak peek. You could give us a hint.
I don't think you should expose it yet, quite frankly.
That's
A
fair.
sneak peek, just to give him something?
Just to give him a little taste.
PD, you messed up again. Who voted him in? He ain't going to win.
All right, we'll
let's
cut
leave
it
it
at
there.
that.
You.
Should we
We'll
leave
leave it at there.
Okay.
If anybody's curious, my talent has something to do with an egg.
Okay.
But
Egg.
I don't think anybody really cares.
Hard boiled?
Nope, just a egg.
Okay.
So my rankings, my honest rankings, I see it's gonna be a close one this year. I see. We know who we didn't talk about, Eric Pike.
Hey, that's an underdog that people are sleeping
Yeah,
on. I feel
because
like.
that's who replaced Max. But like that's a close call.
Yeah.
I think that he could easily bring he has some potential to bring to the
He
table.
fills that Timothy role.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yes,
fills
yes.
the
Everybody has a
Timothy role.
Timothy.
Correct.
But my rankings, I would say, in first place, I'd probably put,
Let's just do top 3 for the sake of time.
yeah. So probably Sahis, I'd put first place.
Wow.
I would tie.
I'm not saying that because he's just right in front of you.
I
I'll let
don't
you
want to
continue.
get in the good book. Good graces. I would probably, instead of having a second and third, I would tie Ivan Hara and Jacob Williams for second.
Okay.
So,
I can see that.
so that's my top 3.
I can see that.
I would have to give third place. To be honest, I could see third place and second place flip-flopping. I would say Jacob Williams is definitely in that second or third.
Conversation. Got that.
And so is Ivan Hara, to be honest.
So my picks is
But however, that leaves my first pick to go with Cease Herrera, who
So
was
my
my
picks
original
exactly.
pick, and I'm not saying that just because he is 1 foot in front of me. He was my original pick. Check the first episode for that. But Cease, what are your predictions?
My predictions as of this year, I think third place will have to be. First off, is there a first, second, and third?
I think so.
Sorry about that. Yeah, third place I could see Ivan Hara
Uh-huh.
getting in there.
Yeah.
Ivan Hara. Second place, I won't lie to you, I can see myself getting in there.
Mm.
And first place, it's interchangeable, depending on what type of crowd we have.
That's
we have a
that's
more-
true.
White parent dominated crowd,
Okay.
I could easily see Jacob Williams or Carson Williams taking it home.
Didn't you put
If
Jacob
not,
Williams in
I'd
third?
agree with that statement.
I never reframe my
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah. So those are my picks. And
I
we'll
agree
see
with
what
that.
happens.
So that's all the time we have today. Thank you for listening to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Of
Sahis
course.
Herrera,
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
me.
for joining the studio, helping us out.
popping down here. You know,
Okay.
the deal.
I understand you have a busy schedule.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening again, only on YouTube. All right.
Go get some Jamba Juice when you're done, because if you're not Jamba,